Gossip is one of the most common human activities and one of the most denied. Most people don't think they gossip. They think they're processing or venting or just telling you what's going on. But gossip isn't just talking about people. Gossip is a social technology. It manages belonging, status, and our sense of safety. And if you don't understand what job it's doing, it will manage you rather than you managing it. Today, I want to do 3 practical things. I want to define gossip in a way that you can actually use. I want to explain why we do it without moralizing. And I want to give you a few good ideas for what to do when gossip shows up. When you're the listener, when you're the one being talked about, and when you catch yourself starting to gossip yourself. Hello, I'm Dr. Michael Broom. Welcome to a Things to Think About video. As we go through this video, just notice, where does gossip show up most in your world? At work, family with friends, in groups, or online? Either way, here's a definition you can use. Gossip is talking about a person who isn't present in a way that could change how others see them without taking responsibility to address it with that person. Gossip has 2 key features. It is reputation shaping, and it changes the story about the person being talked about. And there's a responsibility gap. It avoids addressing the issue directly by avoiding direct feedback. This matters because a lot of conversation about people is not gossip. So here are a few non-gossip examples. Consent-based processing. Can I talk this through? I'm not sure what to do. Help seeking. Asking a coach, mentor, or clergy for their thoughts about your plan of action. Seeking operational clarity. I'm trying to find out what happened, who owns it, or what's the decision. Then there's safety reporting about harassment, threats, or misconduct through appropriate channels. The difference is both method and motive. Are we moving toward clarity and responsible action? Or are we moving toward bonding through a story about somebody else? Here's why humans gossip. To start, most gossip isn't intended to be cruel. It's mostly anxiety management, and it typically does one or more of these jobs. Safety scanning. Is this person safe? Are they risky? Can I trust them? Status regulation. Where do I stand in this group? Belonging and bonding. We connect faster by sharing a story about someone else. And conflict avoidance. This is the big one. We want to avoid potential conflict when we're unwilling to be direct. Think of a time when you gossiped recently. What feeling was underneath it? Anxiety, irritation, jealousy, fear, excitement, maybe loneliness. Ask yourself, would you have said the same thing the same way if they had walked right in? Ask yourself, was it yours to share, or was it their story? Would you have been willing to take responsible action next, directly or through the right channel? If the answer is no, no, and no, you aren't processing, you are recruiting, building a coalition around a story. And that's how gossip often turns into politics. Most gossip spreads because the listeners unintentionally reward it through their attention, emotion, or agreement. So here are 4 things to say when you're the listener. Pick the one that fits your style best. Number 1 is the gentle direct. What do you think is actually really going on there? You're shifting the story to understanding. Number 2 is the responsibility question. Have you talked to them about this? Or, what's your next step? This moves gossip toward action. Number 3 is the boundary with warmth. I'm not the best person to talk about them when they're not here. If you want, I help you plan how to say it to them. This is strong integrity without being preachy. Number 4 is the privacy filter. Is that something they'd be okay with you sharing? This stops positive gossip that violates consent. If you want to keep it really simple, just say, I don't want to build a story without them. Let's keep it to the facts and next steps, please. That's not moral superiority. That's accuracy. Here's what you can do when you catch yourself starting to gossip. When you feel the urge, to yourself, name the feeling you're having. I'm anxious. I'm resentful. I feel excluded. I feel threatened. Then choose a more responsible outlet. Talk to the person directly. Talk to someone who can help you act. Or write it down and cool off. Then ask yourself, what do I really want here? Here's a line you can use on yourself. If I can't say it cleanly to the person, I'm not ready to say it about the person. If you suspect you're being gossiped about, you have 3 options, and each has a cost. Option 1, ignore it. That's best when it's a low-level noise and you have solid relationships. Option 2, address it directly with a neutral inquiry. Hey, I've heard there may be some concerns or stories going around about me. If there's something about my work or impact that's unclear, I'd rather hear it directly. This is calm. It invites reality into the room. Option 3, address it structurally, especially at work. You can shift norms. That kind of information has to go to the person it's about. That's a culture-changing statement. What you don't want to do is counter-gossip. That just creates gossip wars. Here's the bottom line. Gossip isn't just talking about people. It's reputation-shaping talk without responsibility. And the cure isn't pretending we're above it. It's building the skill and the safety for directness. The next time gossip shows up, try a small experiment. Ask yourself, what's the next responsible step? Because the real alternative to gossip isn't silence, it's honesty. Honesty without judgment. And every time we choose that, we make it a little safer for people and ourselves to tell the truth. Thanks for watching, and please like and subscribe. See you next time.